Well, we've seen a very, very cold morning across the upper Midwest of the United States. In fact, it was so cold, we've seen the first ever temperature that dropped into the teens across International Falls, up across the Canadian border this morning. We've seen a tremendous amount of cold air now driving through the Central Plains. And the reason being is, folks, we've got a cold front and we've got a very strong Canadian high pressure that continues to push southwards out of Canada, and as a result we're seeing plenty of sunshine, but certainly not particularly warm temperatures, that's for sure. Like I say, 19 degrees this morning at International Falls was not only the earliest temperature so cold, but it was in fact the coldest temperature ever recorded in the month of September for International Falls. For the Twin Cities, the low of 36 was a tie of the record for the date. And even across Duluth, Minnesota yesterday, we've seen a trace of snowfall. Yeah, a trace of snowfall in the month of September. Remarkable stuff. And I believe that was a record as well. And for yesterday, Chicago's 58-degree high was in fact the coldest September high in some 37 years. So remarkable to think that we've seen temperatures in places like Duluth as warm as the upper 80s just several days ago, and of course we've got this cold air that's now driving and impacting in a very big way the northern half of the drought-stricken area of Oklahoma. In fact, I've got the current map, the current temperatures across the United States thanks to the Weather Channel, and as you can see here, folks, the cold air carved out across the majority of the United States. You can see here plenty of warm air getting pushed northwards as that cold air sinks southwards. The warm air that's normally around this region here has to go somewhere, and where it goes is basically around the outer edge of this vast cold pocket of air. And you can see here, folks, that warm air getting pushed up into the Great Basin up over the central and northern Rockies. You can see 73 degrees up here in Cutbank, Montana, and up east of the Cascade Mountains you can see that warm air really pushing up northwards, and of course here across the southeast coastal plain, as well as up towards the mid-Atlantic region here. But you can see even here at Washington DC, the temperature now held at 69, Philadelphia 69, and 68 degrees here across the New York City area. Now all this cold air, folks, is going to be heading eastwards as the next couple of days progress. We're going to be seeing the cold air. We could potentially be seeing some frost across central Pennsylvania tonight, and another cold night across the upper Midwest as well. We're going to be seeing temperatures probably bounce back down into the 30s for Minneapolis. Could be seeing near 40 again for Chicago, and you can see here double digits below normal. Now what I'm going to point out in particular here is, folks, look at the 56 here across Oklahoma City. Just a couple of days ago the temperature was in the 100s, and that cold front, very powerful cold front may I add, has now pushed into the north half of Texas. Look at that, only 78 degrees here in Dallas, and you can see here a 96 here in Houston. But that cold air is now really dented that heat across Texas, and to be honest with you, folks, it looks as if this cold front will be responsible for ending basically the summer-long heat wave across the southern plains. Now, over the next several days, we're going to be seeing all this cold air push onto the eastern seaboard, so we're going to be seeing highs struggling to hit 70 degrees in places like all up and down the I-95 corridor. We're going to be seeing a real cool down here in the next few days as this high pressure then pushes eastwards, and we will be seeing a pretty decent warm-up over the weekend across the northern plains. We'll be seeing a return to the slightly warmer conditions, but certainly a very, very cold day ahead. We'll be seeing plenty of rain across this region here, especially from Colorado over to the Ohio Valley. We'll be seeing plenty of rainfall. So certainly it's an interesting pattern for sure for mid-September, and the signs are all there that winter is starting to knock on the doorstep of the United States. But certainly it's still early days yet, and we will be seeing some warmer return to what has been a very cold northern plains and Midwest over the past 24 hours or so. Another cold night ahead for places like the Arrowhead of Minnesota. Under clear skies and those light winds, that temperature can really drop off as they experience radiational cooling. And certainly I believe across central Pennsylvania we're going to be seeing temperatures in the 30s, perhaps even the odd 20-degree reading over the course of the overnight hours if those skies remain clear and the winds light enough. But certainly over the next few days, if you live in the northeast, expect to see some much cooler air across that region. New York City, Philadelphia, DC, you're going to be struggling to hit the mid-60s perhaps in the coming days. But certainly it's going to be crisp and it's going to be quite comfortable. If you like the cooler fall weather, you're going to enjoy the next few days. And it does look as if we're going to be seeing next week a pretty substantial heat period across the midweek period for the west next week. And that heat throughout the course of the next week will move eastwards, and we'll see a rebound in the temperatures, improvement certainly over the past few days across the Midwest and the Northern Plains, and eventually the Northeast as well. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a great evening, folks, and have a great Friday ahead. Bye for now.